And when people ask about what's the secret, how fast is it gonna take? How can I want this right now? People don't understand how long shit takes. It takes time, right? For me, I'll talk about me and my journey. It took me, I was 22, 23 years old, and my whole life I've been overweight. My whole life I've been husky. I've never been happy with the body that I had. And it was a bunch of comparing myself to people that I saw in fitness magazines, not realizing those people get paid to look like that, right? And if you want an extreme advantage, you're gonna take, I guess, shortcuts. But I wanna say also that those people are on steroids, and I didn't realize that. These guys that had abs that are fucking chiseled and hard as fuck didn't realize, like, it doesn't matter how much I dieted, it didn't matter how much that I worked out, how much that I slept. They had a performance enhancing drug that I can never match with. But you wouldn't know that because it's all about what they want to put on Instagram, they want to put on the website. So it didn't matter how much effort I put into working out. It didn't matter how much effort I put into eating right, sleeping, doing everything correctly, because they have to leave out of magazines that they're on steroids. And I didn't realize that. So chasing something I could never attain, comparing myself to these people that I would never do the things that they did. Let's not say never, I'm still young. So if I get older and then I feel like taking steroids later in life just to improve on strength and looks, then we'll see. Check back in like 15 years. I want to say that for most people that want to get started in fitness, most people that want to lose weight, for most people that want to build muscle, I would say be happy with where you're at right now and understand that you have an opportunity to get 1% better, which is something that I talk about a lot, where if you want immediate results, it's hard to get immediate results in fitness. It's hard to get immediate results with anything that takes time in life. Keep dreaming, keep believing, keep working, be somebody. Why I keep saying that? How did I get there? Why do I believe in that so much? It's because how I got started in fitness was I was depressed, I was lonely, I was, let's say, had suicidal thoughts, not tendencies. Let's not say tendencies, but I was a very closed off kid. I'm an introvert. I am a homebody. I'm trying to think of like the first time when I was really, really, really depressed. My parents aren't from this country. So a lot of their customs, a lot of their traditions, the shit that they teach, it didn't transfer well for me. They came from a different country where they didn't have opportunity. They didn't have opportunity like I have opportunity. So they didn't know how to relate to me. Even though I'm their child, they didn't know how to relate to me because they grew up thinking a different way than what I grew up thinking. I know a lot of people go through this stuff where I'm not the only one, but I also know that a lot of my life, I was unhappy for a large part of my life, and it was because I was comparing myself to other people that I didn't know anything about except for that they had a great body. Now that I've had that great body, I know what it took. And I know that more than me just showing up to the gym and working out, more than me eating right, it was the mindset of this can't be life. Like, this can't be it. There has to be something more. There has to be something more than what I'm going through. There has to be, if other people can look this happy, why can't I? If other people can be this strong, why can't I? If this is all I was meant to be, or all I was meant to be put on this earth was just to work for somebody else and make them money, and make them happy, but not focus on me. The first time I made my real first transformation, despite spending years in the gym, was when one of my best friends, Brandon Simmons, what's up, Brandon, called me out and told me that I was fat as fuck and I needed to lose weight. And I'm not the type of person where if you say something that's gonna hurt my feelings, I believe in shaming to make progress, or shaming until somebody gets it and then all of a sudden they take action. He told me, look up paleo diet. And I was like, what is that? Google paleo diet. So I'm one of the people where if you tell me what to do, I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna do exactly that, so I can lose the weight that I've been struggling with losing for my whole life. I got on a paleo diet. At this point, didn't know how to cook besides of whatever my mom ate. And if it wasn't that, then I would order something. Learned how to cook, which took months of trial and error, a lot of error. I was doing P90X at the time, so working out wasn't that hard for me. And I had a Blink Fitness gym right down the street from me. But I will tell you this, and I will preach this till the day I die. Calories matter. If you want to change your body, you don't have to spend 4 or 5 hours in the gym. Control what the fuck you're eating. The simplest way I can say is if you stick to the foods that you like, portion is gonna help or hurt you. Stick to the foods that you like. Weigh yourself every single day. I understand that most people do not like weighing themselves every single day, but if you don't have any numbers to go off of, then feeling full or feeling heavy today, or I feel like feelings is fucking subjective. What I preach to my clients is if you weigh yourself every single day, understand that the weight is not gonna go in a downward trend all the time. It's gonna fluctuate, but over time, you're gonna see an average of it going down week to week, month to month. I learned what paleo was, and I learned how to eat paleo-like, but after some time, I didn't like paleo. It was very restrictive, and that's what most diet plans or most meal plans are. They're restrictive. They don't teach you how to cook. They don't teach you how to eat. They teach you what to eat, when to eat, and stick to that. The main problem with meal plans is that when you go out, when you're on vacation, when you're not home, when you're not in a routine, what do I do? So the anxiety that comes from not having a meal plan, not having something set for you, is what most people fuck up with. And when they miss a meal and they eat bad, they tend to eat another thing bad. One habit leads to another habit, leads to another habit. If you feel like shit, and you feel overweight and you feel like you're not doing everything correctly, you're not gonna go to the gym. You're not gonna work out. Now, we're fucking up on our diet, fucked up on working out. You have two options. Keep going down this trend or stop and get right back on track. You have two options. And if you do not get right back on track, you're gonna keep going spiraling down, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, what the fuck happened? How did I get here? It's making a conscious effort and thinking about, what do I wanna be? Who do I wanna be a year from now? Do I want to be the same person who is struggling? Do I want to be the same person who is depressed, who is sad, who is upset with who I am? Or do I want to be the person that, you know what, I fucked up this one time, or I fucked up for a week or whatever for a month, but I got right back on track? You can't make progress if you quit and stop. Then paleo is, you can't have pasta, bread, rice, all of these starches. For me, I stuck with lean meats, chicken, lean ground turkey, lean ground beef, salmon. Those were the meats that I was with. Vegetables was whatever. But I'll say this, you don't need to have a colorful diet. Stick to the vegetables that you like eating. Broccoli, asparagus, spinach. That was pretty much it. Those are my three that I stick with. This is also the first time I was having berries too, because the fruits you're supposed to stick with was berries, and blueberries is my go-to. Even to this day, I still have blueberries. Strawberry messes up my stomach. Blackberries messes up my stomach. So if I had a meal plan that told me that I'm only supposed to have strawberries and blackberries, how long do you think I would stick with that plan? And then I would also add in pancakes. Then I would add in bread from time to time, add in rice. I was like, oh, I can have these carbs or these sugars and it wouldn't mess up my diet. So I know that meal plan isn't pass or fail. It's just an option. Months of doing that. It took me, let's say 7 months, 8 months to lose 20, 25 pounds on that paleo diet, fucking up here and there, trial and error. The next year, what did I do after paleo? After paleo, I incorporated foods back into my diet that I liked. I learned how to cook more foods. I learned that I like these same foods. I could eat these same foods every day, and then that was it. I'm not a person where I get bored of eating foods that I like. That doesn't make sense to me. So I can eat the same foods pretty much every day and I'm good. 2-3 years, I lost 55 pounds in 3 years. And that was all through cooking foods that I enjoyed, working out consistently, getting enough sleep consistently, and just not giving up. And I didn't know that at the time when you first get started. So I had no idea the type of person that I would be 3 years down the line if I kept with that diet, if I kept with working out. But I know that if I didn't quit, I know I would be closer tomorrow than I was today. I would be closer in a year than I would be today. If you do not quit, if you get back on track, if you stay the course, the results will come. And I know it's frustrating and I know it's annoying because you hear a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of people on Facebook or whatever ad that you see saying like, I only do 7-minute abs and look at my abs. Like, I promise you are being lied to. And I promise that if you follow me and if you stay with me, I will guide you down the right path. And I'm not gonna sell you any bullshit ads, any bullshit material. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know that shit takes time and it's frustrating. But if you just don't, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over again. Just don't quit. And I know it's easier to say that. What's ways that you can find to not quit? If you track your progress, if you weigh yourself every day, if you take measurements, if you take progress photos, and you don't have to share that with anybody. But if you do that stuff and keep yourself accountable, you're going to see progress and you're going to be happy with the results. It's like, oh, I got a new job. It pays a little bit more. Now I get to see my bank account grow a little bit. But if I keep spending that money that I get, I'm not gonna see it grow. If I had a savings account, if I had something to track over time, then I'm gonna see that money grow. Same thing as me losing weight. If I track the weight going down over time, I'm gonna be happy. But if I don't track anything, and then I weigh myself today, I weigh myself next week, and I'm 2 pounds heavier, I'm like, what the fuck happened? But if I weighed myself the extra day and all of a sudden a swoosh happens and I lose 3 pounds, I'll be like, oh shit, I can see that. So if you can see the progress being made, you're more likely to stick with the results. If you want to go into the gym and record yourself, don't feel intimidated or don't feel like everybody's watching you. I promise you, nobody gives a fuck what you're doing in the gym. Unless you're doing something stupid and it has to be posted on the internet. If you document the progress, if you document your own journey, you're gonna be so much happier with your progress because you get to physically see the changes. Talking of progress in the gym, there's more than one way to make progress. Lift the same weight for more reps, lift more weight at the same reps, have less of a rest time, get better with form, not be out of breath when you're done working out. Yeah, those are the few ways you can make progress, not instant, but you can make progress in the gym and know that you're headed in the right direction. Another thing, I think a list of 4 or 5, another way to see progress is, if I'm doing a bench press, can this weight come down much slower? Am I in better control of the weight? Efficiency. Can I lift the same weight faster? How fast can I get 10 reps done over time? Or let's even say this, if I'm benching 135 or 185, whatever it is, and my max is 10 reps and then I get tired. Can I push it to 12? Can I push it to 15? Can I push it to 20 plus? So seeing the same weight move faster or seeing the same weight be done longer. That's another way to measure progress. There's so many ways. And it's easy for me to tell you about me losing 55 pounds in 3 years just by giving it time because I didn't have a job. And I was a bum. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I will tell you this, that I treated changing my body as a job. Waking up in the morning and doing fasted cardio. Coming back home, eating, resting a little bit, going back to the gym to work out, do P90X. Eating, resting a little bit, go outside and play basketball with my friends for 3-4 hours. And I was doing this almost every single day. That's an extreme level of dieting, of exercise. After 3 years of doing that, I got a 9 to 5 and I started being back on the grind again. Then over 2 years, I think I gained 15, 20 pounds. At my heaviest again, I was 217. Within 2 years, I got certified as a trainer, and then I left that job after 2 years. In this time that I left my job, when I gained 20 pounds and I'm like 217, 220, I discovered this thing called tracking your macros, and it's by the famous Mike McConaughey, who was Gary Vee's ex-trainer. Didn't know who the fuck this guy was, but I knew that he was Gary Vee's trainer and I trusted Gary Vee, so I started watching his content and learning about him and learning about his philosophy, his techniques for free, just because of the stuff that he posted on YouTube, the stuff that he wrote on his website, and whatever I found on Instagram. And I just tried it out. I was like, okay, here's somebody who looks better than me, who knows more than me. Let me see if what he's saying actually works. And I lost 30 pounds in 7-8 months, working out 3 times a week, full body, maybe doing cardio and abs once a week, once every other week if I felt like it. This is the first time in my life I realized that abs are made in the kitchen. If you focus on calories coming in and not focus on the calories going out, meaning activity. If I'm gonna work out, if I'm gonna push myself, kill myself in the gym, if I just focus on the calories coming in, then I can make progress because I know what, one, a calorie deficit is, and if I'm tracking, I know if I'm consistent. An example that I like to use with calories coming in versus going out is if I gave you an apple and I told you to eat an apple every day for 30 days, those calories coming in is never going to change. But if I told you to run a mile every day for 30 days, on day 1, it's gonna be harder, you're gonna burn more calories. On day 30, it's gonna be easier for your body, you're gonna burn less calories because you're stronger, you have endurance, you've been doing it for a while, so now that same mile is not as hard as it would be on day 30. You've built up some time, you've built up some strength, some endurance, some mental strength, and that's my best example that I give somebody. If the calories coming in never change, then that's a good method. If the calories going out changes due to your skill level improving, your endurance improving, your strength improving, then those numbers are going to fluctuate and it's never going to be accurate. So you have one method that's accurate, calories coming in, one method that's not accurate, calories going out. I think you should focus on this. I'm not a person that loves to live in the gym. I want to get in and get out as fast as I can, do the least amount of work to get the most amount of results. If I'm in the gym an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours every single day, that takes away from me enjoying life. That takes away from me enjoying time with my friends, family, just relaxing. I don't want to be a person, and I'm getting older too. The older you get, the harder it is to stay fit. So you don't want to be spending that amount of time in the gym. You want to spend it outside of the gym. And if you had to choose between eating 500 calories less or working out to burn 500 calories, I think this is going to be the option most people will want to choose. Lost 30 pounds in 7-8 months. And I realized that I didn't have to kill myself in the gym in order to make progress. And here's the thing, I've been doing this for a long time. And I've been training clients. I've been a trainer for almost 3 years now, certified, so I've been doing a little bit longer than that. I would also say that there gets a point where somebody could be overweight, obese, unhealthy. And then society is just like, this is one extreme. You can also have somebody who is shredded, who has abs, who's strong, looks good, but that's also another extreme. Everyone focuses on this, they don't want to be here, but they don't focus on this. And they don't think about this because a lot of people can't get to this point. A lot of people can't get shredded. I've been at two extremes, and I will tell you this. You don't want to be at both. Shredded is cool for a little bit. Fat, overweight, obese, uncomfortable is not cool at all. Whatever, some people are comfortable being that size. But I would say that you never want to be in an extreme place physically, because then that also puts you in a mindset where it's extreme as well. What I want to do with my clients, what I've done with myself, is just get to a middle, get to the happy medium. Shredded takes too much work. Being overweight takes too much mindset work. You're always unhealthy, you're uncomfortable, you're unhappy. The way you feel about yourself transfers to the relationships that you have with people, and it's not usually good. When I was overweight, I was depressed, I was unhappy, blah, blah, blah. When I was shredded, I didn't have a good social life because I couldn't go out, I couldn't drink, I couldn't eat like I wanted to, because I know that if I had one bad meal, if I had a few drinks, that I would go, I would think that I would go back to being fat, being back to overweight, obese, all of that stuff. So I want to say that the most secure of myself, the most confident that I've ever been, was being in the middle. Now I'm comfortable because I know that being at those two extremes is unhealthy. Yes, you can be shredded and unhealthy, you can be obese and unhealthy. If you can find your way into the middle, to a place where you like the way that you look, you like the strength that you're at right now, working out fits into your routine, a diet fits into your routine, these are things that I don't want you to think about. Meaning, if I have to always think about what I'm eating, I'm not gonna be happy. If I always have to work out at a certain time of the day, I'm not gonna be happy. If I have flexibility in my eating, if I have flexibility in my days, then I'm much happier, because I know, like, if I mess up one day, I can get right back on track tomorrow. Obviously, I feel like I've been rambling and talking a lot, and Kyle agrees. But I wanna say that if you made it to the end of this video, I wanna say thank you. Hit the subscribe button wherever this is gonna be. I guess there's a bell notification. I've never done this before until now because I've never had a videographer. But I also want to say that, just thank you for making it to the end of the video. If there's anything that I can help you with, please feel free to hit me up. Feel free to reach out for free. I'm not gonna charge you for giving you advice. That's gonna help you out, because I know that a little bit done today is gonna make a big change and big progress in the future. Two things. It's gonna take you longer than you think, but also the second thing is, it's just a little bit that you need to do today to get better tomorrow. 1% better today and tomorrow. Keep dreaming, keep believing, keep working, be somebody. Let's fucking get it.